Azure and GCP virtual machines both have a lot in common. Both Compute Engine and Azure VM allow you to choose and configure RAM, CPU, and GPU. Both offer a wide range of operating systems. Additional virtual disks can be added to both virtual machine types. Ephemeral and static public and private IP addresses can be used for both types of instances. Both instance types use metadata and scripts for bootstrapping. Let's look at some of the key differences between Compute Engine and Azure VM. It typically takes a Compute Engine instance about 30 seconds to start. An Azure VM instance can take minutes. GCP and Azure both offer block storage options as part of their compute services. Compute Engine provides persistent disks, and Azure VM provides Azure Blob Storage. Each service has several storage types that cover a range of price and performance characteristics. Regional persistent disks provide durable storage and replication of data between two zones in the same region. If you are designing robust systems on Compute Engine, consider using regional persistent disks to maintain high availability for resources across multiple zones. Azure does not offer a regional persistent disk option. Azure VM offers temporary instances called low priority instances. Compute Engine offers similar instances called preemptible VMs. Both provide similar functionality but have different pricing modules. With Compute Engine, preemptible VM pricing is fixed, although depending on the machine type, preemptible VM prices can be discounted to nearly 80% of the on-demand rate. If not reclaimed by Compute Engine, a preemptible VM runs for a maximum of 24 hours and then are automatically terminated. Also, if you're using a premium operating system with a license fee, you will be charged for the full cost of that license while using a preemptible VM. Compute Engine and Azure VM have similar on-demand pricing models for running instances. Both charge by the second with a minimum charge of 1 minute. In Azure VM, discounted pricing can be obtained by committing to provision reserved instances for 1 or 3 years. The more you pay upfront, the greater the discount. For Compute Engine instances, discounted pricing is obtained through sustained use, and the discount is automatically applied. The longer you use an instance in a given month, the greater the discount, with potential savings of as much as 30% on the standard on-demand rate. Azure has an extensive list of pre-configured Azure VMs. You have to select a predefined instance to use. GCP allows you to build a custom machine to your exact specification. Let's surmise the key differences between Compute Engine and Azure VM. Compute Engine and Azure VM both offer a variety of predefined instance configurations with specific amounts of virtual CPU, RAM, and network. Compute Engine refers to them as machine types. Azure VM refers to these configurations as instance types. Compute Engine and Azure VM both use machine images to create new instances. Azure calls these images Azure VM images. Compute Engine simply calls them images. Both offer block storage options as part of their compute services. Google Compute Engine provides persistent disks, and Azure VM provides Azure Blob Storage. On Compute Engine, local disks are referred to as local SSD and can be attached to almost any machine type, and a maximum of 8 can be attached to a single instance. On Azure, local disks are also called local SSD. However, the number and size of these disks depend on the specific instance type and are not adjustable. Compute Engine and Azure VM approach discount pricing in different ways. Compute Engine offers discounts on preemptible VMs and sustained use instances. Azure VM offers discounts for the amount of unused compute capacity.